Welcome to our channel. Today, we're exploring some of the most valuable and rare one-dime coins from the United States. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about the hidden treasures in your pocket change, you're in for an exciting journey through history, design, and surprising coin values. Let's get started. Have you ever picked up a dime and thought, just 10 cents? It's small, light, and easy to overlook. But what if I told you that one specific dime from 2006, minted in Philadelphia, could be worth $25,000? That's right, one ordinary-looking coin that could be hiding in your pocket, your drawer, or the bottom of a coin jar. It sounds hard to believe, but in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest coins can hold massive value when the right conditions come together. And that's exactly what happened with the 2006 Roosevelt dime. Let's rewind to that year. In 2006, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 1 billion Roosevelt dimes. Every single one of them bore the same familiar design, the left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the front, and on the back, a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. It's a design that's been around since 1946 and has become a quiet, consistent part of American currency. These dimes were meant to be ordinary, everyday money. They went into circulation by the millions. They were used to buy snacks, left in tip jars, dropped into coin machines, or forgotten in wallets and couch cushions. Most of them lived quiet, unnoticed lives, but in that massive sea of coins, a few dimes came out, different. Some of them had a rare type of minting flaw known as a missing clad layer. That's when the shiny outer layer of nickel and copper isn't applied correctly during the minting process. What's left is a reddish-colored dime, its copper core exposed, giving it the look of a penny but with the design of a dime. Others had strange features, designs struck off-center, parts of the image doubled, or ghost-like impressions on one side from die clashes. These errors didn't happen after the coin was used, they happened during minting. And that's what makes them so special. Minting errors, especially on modern coins, are incredibly rare. The U.S. Mint uses precise, high-speed machinery designed to avoid mistakes. So when a flawed coin does make it through, it becomes a real collector's prize, especially if it's in great condition. That's the second piece of the puzzle, condition. Most coins get scratched, worn, and damaged as they pass from hand to hand. But occasionally, a coin skips all that. It stays untouched. Sharp. Shiny. With crisp detail and full mint luster. These coins, when combined with a serious minting error, are where things get truly exciting. Imagine holding a coin that looks like a dime, but not quite. Maybe the surface looks copper red instead of silver. Maybe the edge feels smooth instead of ridged. Maybe the design is just slightly off. You take a closer look, and something tells you this coin isn't ordinary. That's the kind of moment collectors live for. Many of these rare error dimes are discovered by everyday people, someone sorting coins, a cashier counting change, or a collector flipping through a roll of coins from the bank. One small difference catches their attention. They look closer. And suddenly, they're holding something truly special. When a coin like this is found, it's often sent to a professional grading service. These experts carefully inspect it using magnification and special tools. They confirm the error, check the condition, and assign it a grade, an official measure of how well the coin has been preserved. The best of these coins receive high mint state grades, meaning they've remained in nearly perfect condition since they were struck. Now, here's where things get really interesting. That a coin with a rare minting error is already valuable. But when that same coin is in exceptional, untouched condition, and has been professionally graded and certified, it becomes a standout in the collecting world. It's not just a piece of currency anymore, it's a one-of-a-kind collectible, and among these, the 2006 Roosevelt dime from the Philadelphia Mint has become one of the most talked about modern era coins in circulation. Because it wasn't created for collectors. It wasn't made as a special edition. It was simply a mistake, a rare flaw in an everyday coin. And that's what makes it so fascinating. Think about it. A coin that was supposed to be worth 10 cents, made in massive numbers, treated like pocket change, suddenly rising above all others because of one rare moment during its creation. It's a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things are hiding in plain sight. That even something as small and common as a dime can turn out to be extraordinary. So the next time you get change back from the store, don't just toss your coins aside. Take a moment. Look at your dimes. Check the color, the edges, the design. That coin in your hand might not be just another dime. It might be one of the rare few that carries a hidden story, a mistake that turned into something priceless. And now, after exploring the history, the design, the errors, and the incredible rarity of this coin, we reach the part you've been waiting for. If you happen to find one of these rare 2006 Roosevelt dimes, Philadelphia Mint, with a confirmed minting error, preserved in exceptional condition, and certified by a trusted grading company, its true coin value can reach $25,000. Yes. $25,000. Not an auction price. Not a theoretical estimate. That is the value collectors place on a coin like this in today's market. All from a piece of change most people never give a second look. So go ahead, check your change. Look through your coin jar. Pay attention to the little things. Because sometimes, the most unexpected treasures are already in your hands. The next coin in today's spotlight is one that many people might have handled without even realizing its hidden worth. It's small, lightweight, familiar, just another dime at first glance. But behind its plain appearance lies an incredible secret. This is the story of the 2002 Roosevelt D dime, minted in Denver, and how one unexpected coin became a hidden treasure worth thousands. Most people never stop to think about the change in their pocket. Dimes come and go, used to pay tolls, dropped into vending machines, or left to sit in drawers. But every so often, one coin breaks away from the ordinary. And this 2002 Denver dime is one of those rare, extraordinary finds. The design is nothing new. It features the long-standing image of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the front, a design that's been on the dime since 1946. On the reverse, the torch of liberty burns bright between an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing peace and strength. It's classic, timeless, and easy to overlook. But in the case of this particular dime, the difference isn't in the design, it's in the details. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of Roosevelt dimes in 2002. But among all those coins, a few emerged with serious minting errors, mistakes that would change their fate forever. One of the most significant errors involved a missing clad layer. Normally, US dimes are made with a copper core coated in a nickel-copper alloy, giving the coin its familiar silver color. But in rare cases, the outer layer isn't applied correctly, or doesn't adhere at all. The result? A dime that looks almost like a penny. Reddish in tone, strikingly different from its silvery siblings. It's the kind of difference most people miss, until someone with a sharp eye notices that something's not quite right. But that's not the only kind of error these coins carried. Some 2002 D dimes were found with off-center strikes, where the coin wasn't aligned correctly in the press. Others had doubling, where parts of the image or lettering appeared twice due to a misstrike. Even die clash marks, ghostly impressions from one side of the coin bleeding into the other, have been discovered. Now, mint errors like these aren't unheard of. But what makes this coin so special is the combination of the error and the condition. A true collector's dream is not just any coin with a flaw, it's one that remains in mint state, untouched by time or circulation. Think about what most coins go through. They're passed from hand to hand, scraped against other change, dropped on hard surfaces, and tossed into jars. Every moment of circulation wears the details down. But every so often, a coin is spared. Maybe it was pulled aside by accident. Maybe it sat in a mint bag, untouched. Whatever the reason, it escaped the usual fate, and that's where true rarity begins. When someone discovers a coin like this, they often don't know at first what they're looking at. Maybe it just seems unusually shiny. Or the color looks different. Or something about the edge doesn't match other dimes. But that small spark of curiosity is what leads to deeper discovery. And that's how some of the most valuable coins in the world have been found, by people who simply paid attention. Once discovered, these coins are sent to a professional grading service. There, under bright lights and high magnification, experts examine every tiny detail. They confirm the minting error. They assess the condition. They assign it a grade, typically MS, or mint state. The higher the number, the better the condition. And when a coin with this kind of rare flaw earns a high mint state grade, it enters a completely different realm of value. It becomes more than just a coin, it becomes a collectible, a conversation piece, a slice of American minting history. Collectors go crazy for coins like this. Not because they're flashy or made of gold, but because they're authentic mistakes. Born of machines, preserved by chance, and discovered by the careful and curious. They represent moments that weren't supposed to happen, and yet did. And for that reason alone, they're prized far beyond their face value, but it's not just about the collectors. This story is for anyone who's ever handled spare change, sorted through a coin jar, or looked closely at the coins passed back at a register. Because what makes this coin so fascinating is the possibility that one just like it could be hiding in plain sight. Right now. It reminds us to be curious. To slow down. To take a second look. Because sometimes, the rarest things in life don't stand out, they blend in, waiting for the right eyes to see them. So let's bring it all together. A Roosevelt dime from 2002. Minted in Denver. Struck with a rare error, a missing clad layer or off-center design. Preserved in high mint state condition. Authenticated, graded, and sealed as a once-in-a-generation find, and now, after all of that, here comes the part you've been waiting for. That coin, just 10 cents in face value, can carry a true collector's coin value of $33,000. That's not a guess. That's the real-world collector value assigned to one of the finest known examples of this specific era dime. $33,000. From a single, ordinary-looking coin that slipped through the cracks, and into history. So the next time you're handed a dime, take a moment. Turn it over. Check the edges. Study the color. You never know. The next rare find could be right there in the palm of your hand. Moving to the next valuable and rare coin, we take a closer look at the 1983 1 D coin from the Denver Mint. At first glance, it might seem like any other dime, the familiar profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt gracing the front, and the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the back, symbols that have stood the test of time since 1946. But beneath this ordinary appearance lies a story of rarity and exceptional value. The Denver Mint struck millions of these dimes in 1983, flooding the market with this familiar design. Yet, among all these coins, a very small number carry a unique minting error that instantly sets them apart. This isn't a minor blemish or a simple scratch, it's a significant and identifiable variation that has caught the attention of collectors worldwide. These errors may include unusual placements of the Denver Mint mark, doubling effects that give the coin a ghostly second image, or even missing or distorted details on the coin's surface. Each of these errors occurred during the minting process, a moment when even the most advanced machinery can falter. Coins are generally struck with incredible precision, but no system is perfect. These errors happen rarely and unexpectedly, which is why the few surviving 1983 1 D coins with such mistakes are considered extraordinary. They're not mass-produced anomalies, they're one-in-a-million finds. What elevates the allure of this coin even more is its condition. Many coins from the early 1980s have been handled extensively, worn smooth by pockets, cash registers, and countless hands. But the rare examples of the 1983 1 D coin with these mint errors, preserved in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, are even more coveted. Sharp details, crisp mint marks, and unblemished surfaces make these coins shine like new, despite their age. Adding to the excitement is the mystery surrounding how many of these error coins were actually produced and how many still exist today. Official records are often incomplete or vague when it comes to mint errors, which only increases the thrill for collectors hunting these rare gems. The fact that only a handful have been verified means that finding one is not just luck, it's an event. This coin captures more than just a moment of minting mishap, it captures a piece of American history. The early 1980s was a time of change, not just socially and economically, but technologically. The coin represents a bridge between traditional minting techniques and the advancing technologies that would shape future coin production. Holding this coin means holding a tangible connection to that transition. Collectors who have discovered or acquired one of these rare error coins often tell fascinating stories. Some found theirs while sifting through rolls of coins from a bank, others inherited them from family collections, and a few spotted them in casual exchanges without even realizing their true worth at first. These personal stories add depth and life to the coin's legacy. The coin story is also a reminder of how patience and attention to detail can turn a simple hobby into something truly rewarding. Collecting coins is about more than just amassing currency, it's about preserving history, uncovering secrets, and appreciating the artistry and occasional imperfection that make each coin unique. What makes this coin truly remarkable is how it transforms an everyday object into an extraordinary treasure. A simple dime, one that you might expect to find in your pocket change or at the bottom of a drawer, becomes a rare artifact with immense value because of a small but significant imperfection that it also speaks to the thrill of discovery. Imagine the excitement of holding this dime for the first time and realizing you have something no one else does. The feeling is priceless and adds to the emotional value collectors place on these coins. Furthermore, the 1983 one-dime D coin symbolizes more than just monetary worth. It reflects a moment frozen in time, a fascinating intersection of human craftsmanship and mechanical error. This intersection is what makes coin collecting so captivating. Every coin has a story, every mint error a mystery waiting to be unraveled. The community around coin collecting is passionate and diverse. Enthusiasts share knowledge, exchange stories, and build friendships over these small pieces of metal that hold so much meaning. Owning a coin like this isn't just about the value, it's about being part of a rich tradition that connects past and present. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, this humble dime, bearing the rare and unusual minting error from 1983, commands a current coin value of an astonishing $78,000. Yes, from just 10 cents to $78,000, the 1983 one-dime D coin proves that sometimes, the most common things hold the most extraordinary surprises. It's a powerful reminder to look closely at the everyday objects around us. You never know when you might be holding a piece of history, or a hidden fortune. So next time you come across a dime, take a second look. Turn it over, study the mint mark, examine the details. The next rare find could be sitting quietly in your hand, waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin, please give this video a like and share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts. Don't forget to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts or any interesting coin stories you have. And if you want to see more amazing coin discoveries like this one, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.